Welcome back to Tabletop Nights. Today we've got a mega unboxing of Steamforged Games' latest hit, Godtear. Godtear is rated pretty highly on Board Game Geek, and it's brand new. I think it's Godtear. Is it Godtear? Godtear? Godtear. Let's have a look at the game. I'm going to start with the neoprene mat because it'll give us a nice surface to see everything else on. So let's get cracking. Right. Now, there's about 16 boxes and about 17 different items to look at, so this might take a while. But there's the beautiful Broken Plains mat. That'll flatten out a little bit over time. We've got a track there. I like the way the hexes kind of look natural, like it's part of a living landscape, not really obvious chunky hexes. So, well done on that one. That looks good. Next, I'm going to start with the Eternal Glade starter set. So this is a two-player only game. 14 plus, 45 to 60 minutes. Little battles, 2 banners, rulebook, dice, you name it, it's all there. So let's open up. I've been really looking forward to this one. The box that it came in was massive. It was all well packed. No room for movement, like it was precision fitting. And there doesn't appear to have been any damage on the external or internal box. So let's have a look at what's inside. I'm just going to lay the board out first and see how it compares to the neoprene mat. So this is double-sided. So it appears to be identical in size. So that's good. Sometimes the neoprene mat's a little bit bigger, but I don't think this game needs anything special. So that's one side, which is, again, that Borderlands look. And on this side, we've got this beautiful looking tropical layout with a nice fallen tree there that's gone across this little river. That looks quite nice. That's good. It's realistic, but it's still easily identifiable where the hexes start and finish. Nice. Piece 1 from the main box. All right. The Godtear rulebook. What have we got? 21, 29, 32 pages in length. Steps on the bottom, some iconography, tells you what things do. There's a lot to get through, so I won't be going too deeply into this. I like the banners. You'll see those in the various sort of tribe kits. Champions, deployment, phases, range, movement. So it doesn't look like there's a massive swathe of rules here, even though it's 30 pages. Like, that one page has kind of just 2 examples. Okay. Different setups, obviously. Knockout, status effect. Cool. Lots of white space. I like that. It doesn't look like it's overly crammed. Excellent. All right. There's that. What have we got here? We've got some little player type boards. Right. So this is, again, it's a 2-player only game. There are 3 boards there. Not sure why there's 3, but hey. It is 3. Yeah, definitely 3. The dice. These are sort of medium weight. etched and printed combat dice. They look a little bit scuffy in places, but that's okay. That's just part of the manufacturing process. And who doesn't care? Well, who doesn't really care about fancy dice as long as they do the job? Although I did get some extra dice with the game, as I like to do. There's a few cards there. There's not many. Not many at all. So there's nothing else in there. So obviously it's not a massive card game. It's a dice chucker with different abilities for the different folks. Have a look at a few cards. So we have some Quartzlings. There's Neo 1, Neo 2, Cold Bones, Morrigan and Morrigan, different types. This is lots about movement and combat. I don't think it's overly a complex game, but who doesn't like a good dice chucker where you just get to beat the crap out of each other? So these little stony folks look quite cool. I think each little tribe or clan has a banner. That one's not bad. That big red one. I like him. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's 5 guys, the champion and the banner for that one. And 1, 2, 3. So only 3 and the banner and the champion there. Punch boards, we have 1, 2, 3. Obviously some wound tokens there. Looks like some turn tokens. Defense, attack. Punch out nicely, no risk of tearing and getting that backing coming off. Nice and thick, nice and colourful, nice and bright. Quite like those as well. So there's not a massive amount in the starter box. But obviously if it's enough to play the game, that's all you need. So that's that one. That's the Eternal Glade starter set. Just pop those dudes back in. Before I get too confused. The cards are a linen finish. There's definitely a pattern on there. And again, these aren't sort of shuffle and play and deal, etc. So you may not even need to sleeve them, I don't think. They should be quite fine just as they are. I'm happy with that. I do get a bit tired of having to sleeve cards all the time, but I guess I don't have to, but I choose to. Missed one. All right, now we've also got the Borderlands starter set. I'm assuming it's going to be the same kind of stuff, but with different tribes. But we'll have a quick look anyway. Some ninja-y looking dudes on there. So I'll have a look at the board again. Oh, so there's another sort of rocky outlook there, and on the other side has kind of a stone and rubble type environment. So that's for your little ninja stealthy stuff. That looks nice. They're pretty, they're colourful, they're vibrant, the paper's all glued down nicely. There's no sign of corners sticking up or bits coming off the edges. There's that same track. That looks all right. This is the kind of game I think where you have on the track, it's whoever has the most victory points at the end. So you will slide up and down as you bash your opponent into oblivion. So again, same thing, just a few cards, an extra baggie. I'm assuming the rulebook is identical, still 32 pages. Slightly different cover, but I don't know if there's any additional rules because of the different types of folks involved. Punch boards, 3 that look the same. The champions are quite big. I'll just pop them there so you can see the 2 champions for this set. 10 dice again. And I think, look, I like the fact that each clan's slightly different. I'm assuming their abilities are a little bit different each time. There's obviously ranged attack, number of dice thrown. Things within range of banners do different things by the looks of it. So again, there's only enough cards there to sort of cover the different abilities of the guys in the pack. Not bad. Definitely like those little ninja dudes. They look quite cool. Look quite cool indeed. Alright, so it's mainly the board and obviously the punch boards that give this box a bit of weight. It's not chock full of stuff, but it probably doesn't need to be. Not sure how everything will fit once I've unboxed and unpunched everything, but it looks like it should be okay. You can always remove the insert, but we don't like to do that. All right, so that's 2. So that's the next starter set. Before I get into all the different little tribes and clans, of which I've got, I think, 11 more boxes, I'll have a look at some of these extras. Some more dice here. You can never have too much dice, but I suppose now that I realise I've got 2 starter sets, I didn't need all these extra dice because I'm never going to use them. It comes with some bases there to clearly identify, I guess, who's playing with who. But the pieces are colourful, so I'm not really sure how they come into the gameplay, but unless you can have 2 people, I guess, using the same tribe, so I assume that could happen. But it means I didn't need them. So all the other dice were solid black. These are kind of a translucent colour. To be honest, they're not that vibrant. They're a bit, they look a bit dull, so the translucence sort of loses their effect a little bit. They're not really a nice glowing, shiny green, but they're dice. They roll. We didn't need to get them, but we got them. Do you always get your dice like that? Get the extra ones? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. If you don't like, sorry, that's my fault. I do my best. So this is a little side pack here that I cannot even remember it being in the Kickstarter, because there's a stack of cards there. So this is Godtear The Awakening, which is, okay, so this is a campaign. So we've got 12 pages of this, including the cover. The Broken Plains. This is the book you're reading now. So there's chapter cards in here. 18 chapter cards, or 18 introductory chapter cards, so it helps you through. 62 chapter cards. 15 champion upgrade path reference cards. Playing campaigns. You create a warband of 3 champions. Okay. Great. So maybe the team and I can have a little bit of a campaign, as well as doing some bashing the crap out of each other. Playing longer campaigns. Crikey, how long's a campaign? Let's have a quick look at these cards so that you can decide whether you want to get this. Now, assuming there's some spoilers on these cards, so don't look too closely if you want to enjoy the campaign without seeing anything. So there's sort of SSS 25, 26, 27, 29. Okay, so there's lots of little Winds of Change, the Siege, the Tyrant's Folly. And on the back, okay, there's some little things that change up how each mission will play. It looks like there's some setup things there. Not bad. Adds a bit of replayability and a different game style, which is good. I think this is just more of the same. How's your day going? Lots of bushfires here in Australia at the moment, so a bit of smoke in the air. Okay, so this is just more of the introductory ones and the one up to 24, which was missing from before. So, there you go. Again, same linen finish, which is nice because you get a good bit of slip without them being ultra shiny. You got lots of big guys there. I'll just put a couple there so you can see. They don't look like they're overly complex. There's obviously different skills that there's icons for, but it's explained on the card what it means. So really the icon just serves as a quick reference for those who are experienced at the game. Excellent. So that's Godtear The Awakening. Doesn't come in a pack. It was just a little plastic baggie. But I'm sure I'll find a spot for that. This now, I don't know what this is, but let's have a look. So it's a little fold-out piece of paper here. So this looks like it's part of a campaign or something like that. So there's a nice big image on the back. Cool dude. On this side, it's obviously a map of the kingdoms or the different areas. So I'm not sure if that's just a poster type thing or whether you actually move around it or record what you've done. Someone will tell us in the comments. Here's more of the dudes. I'm assuming these are all part of the standard packs that I've got over to the side here. But there's just some slightly different abilities and changes to make it a bit different again. So that's good. They've added some variety, replayability elements, something to mix it up a bit. Excellent. Oh, I like the look of Sneaky Pete. Not Slippery Pete. Sneaky Pete. Finvar. So it's kind of like there's some shiny overprint elements where the pictures are. That's really nice. But it means you can still read all the text and everything perfectly well because there's no shine where those elements are. That's a nice change. I'm not sure I remember seeing that in other places. Let us know if you've seen it in other games. Right, next. Oh, more dice. I don't know why I got more dice. Why have I got so many dice? These look the same as the other ones I had out before, so I'm going to ignore them. Now I've got, I have 11 different little tribes here. Little herbs and spices. So this is Rangosh, Scourge of the Broken Plains, and Red Bandits. Which is good. So I've seen his card in these other ones we had here before. So that means I've got maybe a few different ways of playing with the same character, which is smart thinking. He's pretty big. Looks a bit Hellboyish. So he's not bad. So you got one of him, 5 of the smaller guys, and the banner. The banner's really cool with the scully bits there. Then we have... so the cards are stuck in so they don't move. Let's open one of these up. Again, Same quality of cards, so they haven't skimped on the little side sets. Let's have a look at Rangosh and one of the cards I had earlier. Beastly Charge. Move Rangosh up to 2 hexes, then you may place 2 wounds on an enemy within range. So that looks like that card is identical. So I don't know why I end up with more than one. Oh, that card looks the same. So I'm not sure what those extra ones are for or how they fit into the grand scheme of things, but that's okay. Maybe it's just for the people who don't buy the whole lot. They still don't miss out on some of the core bits and pieces. It's quite a big box for just a few little dudes there. It's a nice presentation. Maybe it's overkill. Not sure. Have to put the little plastic cover back on. Otherwise things will fall out. So that's Rangosh. What's next? This is Shale. So you've got red, green, yellow, blue as the different groups. I don't know if I'm going to open all of these. We'll see how we go for time. He's an interesting guy. Sort of looks a bit Gollum-y there. Or Golem, I should say, not Gollum. Gollum. That's a nice sculpt with those spiky bits out here. And again, a little banner. This one happens to be a bit of an obelisk there. And again, a few cards, so just enough to cover those 2 guys in there. These are really solid. Like, they're not going to bust, really, unless you bang them hard on the ground, but they look pretty good. Did you get everything like I did? Would you like to see us play this game? I think it'll be good, because who doesn't like a good dice chucker battle to the death? Okay, so this is Rattlebone and his cohort. It's kind of, they have a bit of an insectoid weird feel here. That's an interesting little sculpt. Now that one will bust if you step on it, but just don't step on it. Not bad. Again, all their little tokens or banners are different, so that's nice. Gives you a bit of variety. Oops. Nice. We will probably do a little bit of a deep dive into this game if we have a game. I'm sure we'll have a game. Because otherwise, why did I get all this stuff? This is Rodori Ironheart, Thane of the Forsaken Holds and Household Guard. That's a mouthful. Again, the boxes are really nice. They're really solid. It's a lot of space to take up for one game. I'll just have to figure out what's the best storage solution. He's a good little dwarfy sort of character. So you've always got the champion, and then you've got his little sidekicks come out to play. They all seem to be individual sculpts, which is nice. You don't get any repetition there. That's really good. Thanks, Rodri, not Rodori. Rodri. So that's 4 of them, and 7 still to go, which is just crazy. This is Mourn Blade, the Soulless and Nightshades. And they're all quite different. I haven't seen anything that looks kind of, oh, that's the same clan. That's a fantastic sculpt. I really like that one. Look at that big blade he's got there. I think he's pointing or he's doing some sort of Saturday Night Fever dance move there. The banner's quite detailed. And again, his little mates there to help him along. Very good. That's number 5. I'm running out of table space. This is Grimgut the Vile and Retchlings. Sounds like the Christmas party we had at work last night. I had a bit of a Grimgut this morning. And I'm not joking. Wow, he's a big dude. So these are not absolutely solid. There's definitely air pockets in there because they're not as heavy as you would expect, but they're still reasonably weighty, which is good. He's obviously got a big sort of pot there for their banner. The Retchlings, there's sort of these vomitous, blobby creatures. He's nice. He's got this beautiful chainwork on his back there. You know, the good thing about big, bold colours like this are you can get away with not painting them if you're happy just to have that sort of... It's just a skirmish battle game that doesn't require, deep role play where you really want to have your characters looking amazing. They're detailed and block colours, which says it still looks good on the table, still pops. You can clearly see who owns what they're doing. I think that's a good thing. Because some of those other ones where it's sort of the grey plastic, you think, I'm probably going to have to paint it. Oh, sorry. So this is Blackjaw the Sweeping Flame and Unburnt Reavers. He's kind of got a bit of a God of War look going on there. Looks a bit like an Urukai with that blade, copyright, etc. The banner's good. It's like being chopped in half by the enemy. Lots of good different poses. Look at this guy, sort of leaping forward to do that critical kill. Nice. Excellent. All right, 4 to go, kids. This is Sneaky Pete, the Maligned and Sneaky Stabbers. I'm actually a bit excited about this now because assuming the game plays balanced and fun and it's a simple rule set and it's just about tactics, I'm happy with that. And there's the campaign mode to boot, so there's Sneaky Pete. Looking very sneaky. Here's Two-Bladed Sam. That's just my name. There's the banner. And if you look on the back, there's actually quite a bit of detail on the back of that as well. Very good. Thanks, Sneaky Pete. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. What have you been playing lately? Is there a dice chucker that you just think blows all the others away? Because I know a lot of people keep screaming out for us to play Hate. So we really want to know what's next. What are you looking forward to next? What's the big item that's gonna rock your boat? I like these sculpts. This is Lausanne, the Autumnal Wind and Mistwood Rangers. Look at the champion. Now, this one will definitely bust if you step on it, but that is a beautiful little sculpt. Maybe I'll paint the champions. Don't really want to. But that's great. There's some real grace and movement in that model. Well done, guys. I should call out who the artists are. I don't know if it's one or a mix. But when I find out, I'll add it into the details. That's a nice banner too. It's really got that sort of woven timber effect. This is Half-Tusk, Warden of the Stonekin Isle, and Froglodytes. Gotta love a Froglodyte. So Steamforged Games, so far, I'm loving the sculpts, the simplicity, the clean lines, the obvious hex pattern on the board, but it doesn't look like a big bunch of hexes. It doesn't look like Memoir 44. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I've got a lot of Richard board games, but it's probably blended in a really nice way. I wonder why it's called Half-Tusk. Can't figure it out. That's what a Froglodyte is. Okay. Ribbit. Ribbit. Again, look at the detail on his back. Really good. Looks like there's, sort of roughly the same number of cards in each box and nothing else. There's no little extra leaflets or anything, so everything's explained in the core rule set. And as long as you've got the information on the cards, that's all you need. I'm just piling these up deliberately in front of the camera so you can see how much stuff you can get for this game. And you know what I look like, so that's not an issue. We have Wraith, Married, The Rising, Tsunami, and Splashlings. Who comes up with these names? That's unbelievable. Oh, this guy's cool. He's very cool. Got his big blades there, stomps into the room. Maybe he's a bit stupid, but he's angry and he wants to cause some damage. Let's have a look at his banner. These little serpentine creatures, they're quite cute. Probably eat your face still, but they're quite cute. Again, he's got this sort of big pauldron on here, made out of Mandalorian steel or something. That's sorry, I'm breaching copyright again. He's good. I like it. He's got chains and scale and armor. Excellent. Who goes where? So that's the last of those. Look at that massive... There's so much stuff here. So that's just the unboxing of Godtear from Steamforged Games. We're definitely going to play this on the channel very soon. I'm going to get straight into the rules now. Hopefully you like that. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you want to see this game played, and we'll get it out on the table as soon as we can. So we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.